Greetings, folks. This is Volt, continuing the Dream Eaters campaign play-along, solo Amanda Sharpe, rolling into the first of two campaign side finales, Weaver of the Cosmos. Time to get revenge on all the spiders who gave us so much trouble in the first scenario of this whole campaign. Let's take a look at upgrades. We have 9 victory points going into this scenario. We earned 11 in the last scenario, and we earned 2 less. Based on the ultimatum of vast experiences. So with that 9, I have upgraded my 2 Vicious Blows to Vicious Blow Level 2, a classic Amanda damage increaser. And I spent the other 5 points on 1 copy of the Eye of Truth, upgrading my last remaining Unexpected Courage to get this. It's 4 question marks instead of 2. It is practiced, so practice makes perfect can fetch it. And it can attach to and defang a particularly nasty treachery and all copies of said treachery, which is really more of a gravy result. I'm not really trying to accomplish that. What I just want is more question marks that are 4 is better than 2, and that I can get with practice makes perfect. So that's it. Straightforward upgrades. Let's shovel those in. We have another contract for this scenario called Eight-Legged Nightmare, which I will explain when the first act advances, and its import will become extremely evident at that time. Leading into the scenario, using the Dreams Within Dreams pathway, we read the Great Ones too, but we skip the section about possessing the Silver Key, proceed on to scenario 4B, and when we complete the scenario, we have a special handout, which I'll show at the time, to resolve the resolution. Right, Interlude 3, the Great Ones. This is for the Waking side. We do possess the Silver Key, but we skip this. The Black Cat is searching for the truth. So it sees Randolph, and then the Black Cat knows the truth. And we skip the rest of the interlude, go straight into, right? Yeah, skip the rest. Go straight into the Weaver of the Cosmos. So the Black Cat knows the truth. We have our setup, but we have a really handy-dandy Act 1 setup helper right here. Boom. We have 6 steps of the bridge because our showing in Waking Nightmare was and we earned, quote-unquote, some more in Point of No Return. So there's 6 steps, which means the bottom location of the start of the Great Web has 2 doom on it. We begin at the topmost location. We have a doom track of 7 plus 2 per player, so a doom track of 9. We have 2 doom on this location, which ain't going away, and a 3rd doom on False Awakening, as we've had this entire way. And our goal is to get to the bottommost location and spend 3 clues there to advance. I also have some other goals, deck-wise and setup-wise, which I'll explain as we move along. Our token bag, we have 3 skulls, which is minus X. X is the highest amount of doom on a location in play, so right now that's minus 2. Our cultist, as ever in the Dream Eaters, is reveal another token, and if you fail, something bad happens. In this case, it's an ancient one at your location attacking you. We don't have tablets because the Black Cat is not at our side. 3 Elder Things, which are minus 3. If this test fails during an attack against a spider enemy, we put doom on that enemy's location. So right now, at least, our goal is to pass tests by 3, if at all possible. So, let's look at our opening hand. Dream Diary early is great. Dream Enhancing Serum early is also good. A Cryptic Research right off the bat is good. Is there any reason for me to hang on to the Occult Invocations? I guess the only real possible risk is if I draw an enemy right off the bat, which, to be fair, absolutely could happen. So just in case that's going to happen, I'm going to keep 1 Occult Invocation, toss the other back. Well, we're not getting our weakness. Oh, okay. I will take draw 6 cards in my opening hand of 5 as a perfectly fine start. Okay, good. What's our first location? 1 Shroud, 1 Clue. These are all the Great Web. This is Web Woven Island. As an additional cost to investigate, I must either spend an action here or place a doom on this location. Well, I won't want to be placing Doom here, so I think it's going to be a 2-action investigate when the time is right. But let's begin with our Amanda draw. A momentum. Okay. What am I going to put under Amanda? I think it's that momentum. Since we're going to be playing cards, then drawing a bunch of cards, and hopefully Dream Enhancing Serum will fire. And then probably playing something else. So the momentum might give us momentum, leading into the Mythos. So there we go. Let's get some key items on the board. Let's get our Dream Diary online, so the essence of the dream is ready to come to us. Let's play the Dream Enhancing Serum before we start drawing like a madman. And now let's draw like a madman. Cryptic Research, draw 3 cards. Well, there's our weakness. But there's also the Eye of Truth and a Perception. So now I'm thinking maybe my third action, I can't investigate without adding a Doom, but maybe I can test off False Awakening by throwing a bunch of icons at it and maybe get rid of my Whispers of the Deep at the same time. But before that, let's draw another 3 cards, please. Let's get all our weaknesses, please. But let's also get a Cryptic Writings, and let's play that for 3 resources. And we also have a Lab Assistant. Interesting. So I could try to test off False Awakening. I could throw Whispers of the Deep to get rid of it. I could throw Perception. I'll have Momentum for another +1. So 2, 3, 2, 5 against 3. Well, I'd love to be 3 up. Do I throw this Eye of Truth at it? That's not getting me draw. Love to get the Eye of Truth under me at the start of the next turn. Perception, or do I just play Lab Assistant? The risk of just playing Lab Assistant, of course, is that then maybe I'm going to get stuck with Whispers of the Deep underneath me if I'm not taking a test. This is, the skill test is on a Treachery. This is a Treachery. Oh, huh. So if I passed this using Eye of Truth, my Eye of Truth would get captured by the False Awakening. If you succeed and the test is successful, I don't actually know rules-wise whether remove False Awakening from the game would trump add that Treachery to the victory display. I think it does. I'm just going to, I don't want to get Eye of Truth captured by that. So I don't think I'm going to commit Eye of Truth to this. So do I just play the Lab Assistant? 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I'd be 5 up. No, excuse me. I'd be 2 up. I mean, that's most of the bag, but there are a lot of -3s. Do I just commit? Do I commit the Lab Assistant? That seems like a waste. No, you know what? I've got icons to power through, maybe having Whispers of the Deep underneath me. I'm going to play the Lab Assistant and draw 2 more cards. Okay, second Lab Assistant, and a Practice Makes Perfect. All right, fine. We played a bunch of things, it's all good. No enemies on the board. We upkeep into an Overpower. Dream Enhancing Serum is not yet fired. That's fine. Why is this... not sure why that's popping up. All right. Right. That's the end of my turn. We're at 1 + 3 is 4 of 9 Doom. Not sure why the chat is popping up. I changed some settings and now I'm stuck with it. Whatever, I'll figure it out later. Encounter card, please. Endless Weaving. Choose a spider enemy play. There are none. If there are no spider enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a spider enemy and draw it, shuffle the encounter deck. Well, this is what I was, a bit concerned about and why I wanted to keep the Occult Invocation. Let's see. Well, our options are the good old Swarm of Spiders, which are essentially fight 1, health 3. The Web Spinner, which is aloof and drops doom on its location at the end of every round. The Spider of Lang, which is just sort of hateful. The Great Weavers, which are worth a victory point, but not something I'm really well equipped to fight yet. So I'm honestly wondering if I took a web spinner with the idea of not killing it. No, that seems counterproductive. No, I think we're going to Swarm of Spiders this and try to occult invocation it into the ground. So let's do that. Endless Weaving discards. And then we put a swarm card and a second swarm card. But we can use Ultimate Infestation to look at this and Enraptured. I don't yet have something to load up with secrets, so I'm okay letting Enraptured be a swarm card at the moment. That's fine. Right. Okay. Now I have to do my Amanda draw, which is I've got a plan. That's kind of funny. I don't have one yet. Momentum discards, and unfortunately Whispers from the Deep goes up here. I do get Essence of the Dream in my hand. It's only 2 question marks unless and until I draw more cards. Let's try to kill this swarm of spiders, I think. So if we spend our 2, play Occult Invocation. Let's see. We're testing 1 against 1. We're going to discard 2 cards. I'm actually going to discard and discard the other lab assistant. And for now, at least, I do need this clue. The other, I've got a plan. Like, that's more damage, but I need clues to leverage it. Practice Makes Perfect will help me find more good cards. I will discard the I've got a plan. Okay, so we're now at 4. We're 3 against 1. And being a book test, I am going to commit this Perception to be 6 on 1. We are 5 up. Elder Sign, we are still 5 up. So we do 3 damage. These swarm cards go underneath. Fighters defeated. And I draw 2 cards off Perception. I will play this Cryptic Writings to gain 2 resources. And that's taking care of the immediate issue. Okay. Now, testing 1 against 1 to investigate. I could just throw the Eye of Truth at the test to pick up this clue with 2 actions. Or I could throw, better maybe to throw the Essence of the Dream, but play Practice Makes Perfect to look for something else. Because with Essence of the Dream, I'll be testing 3 against 1, but if I can find something else practiced, we'll be at least up by 3. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to spend 2 actions to investigate, so as to not add a doom. We're at 1 against 1. We'll commit the Essence. 3 against 1. We will play Practice Makes Perfect. Search our top 9. Another Perception. That's probably what I want. The other option is Unrelenting. No, I'll take the Perception. Good. So we are 1, 3, 6 against 1. We're 5 up. We pass by 3. So we get the clue. And we add Perception to our hand, and we draw 2 cards. Another occult invocation, second overpower, which triggers dream enhancing serum to draw an enraptured. Okay. Right. Okay, that's the turn. No enemies. We upkeep. Into practice makes perfect. Good. We are at 2 + 3 is 5 of 9 doom. Encounter card. Obscuring fog. Yeah, I'll take a whiff on a location we've already emptied. Thank you. Amanda draw is a vicious blow. We discard our weakness and probably perception, right? Like the turn's going to be move, investigate, and maybe test off false awakening. What else could I throw into that? Momentum. I could go 5. Yeah, 6 on 3 for that test. Yes. Perception it is. Okay. And we get the essence of the dream. So, let's move first. 5 shroud, 1 clue. Straight up, just this location gets a doom. That's a real high shroud number. So, before we attempt to investigate, I'm going to try to test off false awakening. Using book, so we're testing 5 against 3. I'll commit this momentum to make it 6 on 3. Or, no. If I commit the essence of the dream, it'll have 4 question marks. Because I have 8 cards in hand. That'll be 5, 9. Well, maybe I use this on the to get the clue first. Yeah, actually. That feels better. And then we can commit something else. To nail this. Or I could just throw momentum and the essence of the dream into the test. But then if I do that, this is no longer getting 4 points. 4 pips, excuse me. Or, no. Let's do this smartly. We want draw. No. We're going to commit. No. Before we commit, we're still testing the false awakening. We're 5 on 3, but I'm going to play this other practice makes perfect first to see what we get. We're 5 on 3. I could take the enraptured. I could take unrelenting. Yeah, let's take the unrelenting. So now we're 6 on 3. We draw 2 cards. I'm going to seal the +1 and 2 zeros. Draw 2 cards. Segment of Onyx, second Enraptured, which triggers Dream Enhancing Serum. Draw Scroll of Secrets. Good. Now, this was before we committed. So we're 5, 6 on 3. Now I'm going to commit this momentum to be 7 on 3. So we're 4 up. We passed by 0. So momentum doesn't boost us, but we get rid of False Awakening. That's fine. And we draw a card off of Perception, which is Randolph Carter. Of note, this is Randolph Carter, Expert Dreamer, and we're on the waking side. The campaign play-along leads have confirmed that when a thing happens after advancing the act, which would remove Randolph Carter, the waking side version from your deck, that does not affect the dreamer side, which means it is reasonable for me to play Randolph Carter and actually use them through this scenario. And finally, we release these tokens. We add Unrelenting to our hand. Momentum gets discarded. Okay. Now, we could investigate. Yes, we're going to investigate while we've got the perception under us. So we're at 5 on 5. And for this, I will commit Essence of the Dream, now with a bunch of cards, to be 9 on 5. We're 4 up. Pass by 2. We get this clue. Why is this? I really don't know. I'm going to have to fiddle with that. Sorry about that. But I get the clue. I pass by 2, so I get 2 cards off Perception, Obscure Studies, and a segment of Onyx. Okay, good. That's the turn. No enemies on the board. We upkeep into the Silver Key. One thing I meant to do was play that segment of Onyx so we would not have to discard to hand size. So that should have happened before I ended my turn. Oh, right, we have 2. Let's play them both so we don't have to discard to hand size. Our hand size is 10 because of Lab Assistant with Dream Enhancing Serum. Yes. All right. We're good. It's good. It's fine. Everything's fine. Mythos. So we are now at 3 plus 3 is 6 of 9 Doom. Our encounter card is a Sickening Web. I can't move out of my location till I pass a Fist or Foot 3 test to get rid of this. Spiders here, of which there are none, game Retaliate and Alert. Okay. Well, that's not a whiff, but that's fine. Let's draw a card. Second Unrelenting lets you Dream Enhancing Serum to draw a second Vicious Blow. Okay. And we discard Perception. What are we putting up? The Overpower? So we can punch through the webs. And then we move. Or I could... No, you know what we should do? Since I don't have resources to play another asset at the moment, I'll put the Eye of Truth under me so that we can punch webs, move, and then get clue. Yes. And let's get the Essence of the Dream. Okay. Oh, we have 1 card left in our deck, which is the last segment of Onyx. So that's good to know. Okay, so let's punch webs. We are testing with the Eye of Truth. We're testing 6 on 3. I might as well throw this Overpower into it. So we're 8 on 3. We are 5 up. We pass by 3. Oh, I didn't think that through. Well, I've already done it. Now Eye of Truth attaches to the webs. Now I don't have a card under Amanda. That's all right. We've got other cards. But if the webs show up again, then I can automatically punch them away with +4. That's silly. I didn't think that through. It's fine. But we also draw 2 cards off of Overpower. Okay. Last segment of Onyx, a Momentum. We do take a Horror, which will go on the Lab Assistant from shuffling our deck. Okay. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Come on. We move down. Once again, 1 Shroud, 1 Clue. As an additional cost to investigate, must either spend an action or place a Doom here. So this one, we could just place the Doom as long as there's enough time. Because once we advance, Doom on these locations, these first 3 locations won't matter anymore. Which I guess means I could have let a Doom go here, but I didn't know what was waiting for me in these locations. Okay. Let's see. We're at 6 of 9. Oh, actually. Yeah, if we investigate now, then we'll be at 7 of 9 and then 8 of 9 on the next turn. And I do want to advance the act before, but I'll only be 1 move away from doing so. So, yeah. I think that's fine. Better to get the clue now than try to spend 2 actions to get it. So yes, let's try to get this clue. I have to put a Doom here. So we're testing 2 against 1. I got nothing underneath me at the moment. But we can throw our Essence of the Dream at it. I should have used the Obscure Studies. That's fine. I already made my decisions, even if they were not correct. we are going to have to discard to size. So, yeah, let's just use the essence of the dream. So we're testing 6 against 1. 5 up. We pass, we get the clue. Okay. All right. That's the end of the turn. No enemies. We upkeep. We get a momentum. We could use the dream enhancing serum. But if we do, then we're just going to need to discard to size. And we're going to need to discard to size anyway. Which is probably... Yeah, so I'll wait to use the dream enhancing serum. What am I going to discard? Honestly, since I have both vicious blows in hand, I think what I'll discard is the occult invocation. Okay. Sounds good. Mythos. All right, we're at 4 + 4 is 8 of 9 doom. Time to get out of here. Not Ancient Evils. Forgot this was in the deck. Welp. Well, we advance. I've essentially lost like 2 rounds because of that. Let's see if my error comes back to bite me in the end. We advance, which just shuffles the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Hey, at least the Ancient Evils that triggered that misses the reshuffle, because now it gets discarded. Oh, that's funny. All right, now we have an 11 Doom track, but yeah, Doom on locations does not get removed. Oh, I forgot to reset this. Here we go. No? Yes. There we go. Welp! Let's do our Amanda draw. We get the occult invocation right back. And we have nothing to discard. What are we going to put under her? I should try to get those clues. What else will give me draw? Unrelenting. Because I do want to draw cryptic writings, so I can get some more resources. There is a reason. Nah, we'll do the Unrelenting as a sort of all-purpose tool. And we get Essence of the Dream into our hand. Okay. Before anything else, let's play this other segment of Onyx so that we have the Pendant of the Queen online. Pull these away. Well, that didn't work. Oh my goodness, everything is just going according to plan. Let's move down. Yep, let's move down. What is this location? 2 Shroud, 2 Clues. Ah, if I'm here when the investigation phase ends, I have to put a Doom here. Well, that's a reason to advance. Interesting. What I'm thinking about is that once I advance, there's going to be an enemy here. And I could, with the help of the pendant, deal with that enemy. But then I'm going to want to leave the location. And then it's going to put me in the arms of another enemy. I might be able to get the clue, move and deal with a different enemy. Well, you know what? Let's just do what I'm talking about. But the one thing that I'm going to do is use the Pendant of the Queen to actionlessly and testlessly get one of these 2 clues. Right. In preparation. Now let's advance. We'll spend 3 clues. The Edge of Dreams. Read the scenario interlude. And then advance to Act 2. So, what's our scenario interlude? The Spider Queen. So, Randolph did not survive the descent because we instead have Randolph stayed behind. But the campaign play-along folks have confirmed that nevertheless, with Randolph on the Dreams Within Dreams route, with the Black Cat knowing the truth, we go to Spider Queen 2 anyway. But we don't remove Randolph Carter chained to the waking world because what we have is Randolph Carter Expert Dreamer. Then we move to Spider Queen 4. We remove every location from the game except for the bottommost location. We place 7 more locations in a circle. There's a handy button that will do all this. Then we put Atlach-Nacha on the board with 4 sets of legs. Let's click the button. And here we go. That's real cool. Also, this obscuring... I don't know what the error was. Unknown error. The game didn't know what the error was. This obscuring fog discards because its location has vanished. So here's Atlach-Nacha and her 4 legs. But what if there were 8 legs? So now we put 4 cards in the top of my deck around Atlach-Nacha to represent 4 more legs so that she's got 8. And they count as legs, copies of the legs of Atlach-Nacha. So that's why I'm saying every location has a leg. And this is not like, oops, I don't know why I'm shoving them like that. It's fine. Everything's fine. Whatever. This isn't actually like swarm cards, so I don't get to use the thing that lets me look at what the card is. It was important, very important, that I assemble the pendant before doing this. So, legs of Atlach-Nacha. Fight X, where X is the location shroud. 3 health, 3 evade. They can't make attacks of opportunity, so I can move away from them. They do a damage and a horror. If I evade 1, it doesn't actually exhaust. It just can't attack me for the round. Act 2. If 4 legs of Atlach-Nacha are in the victory display advance, now there's 8 legs, has changed the rules so that once at least 4 legs, and these other cards now count as copies of legs, are in the victory display, at the end of the round, I can choose to advance. And when I do so, all the remaining legs in play, if there are any, will be removed from the game. The point of this is not just the challenge, but also you can get more victory points, because each of these other fake legs counts as a leg, which means it's worth a victory point. And we'll go to the victory display. So, let's fight some legs. But I don't want to end my turn in this location. So, we're going to move. And let's move over here. Cosmic Web. 4 shroud, 1 clue. After you enter, test willpower 3. If I fail, either choose and discard a card from my hand for each point I fail by or put a doom on this location. That's fine. Right, so right now we're testing with Unrelenting. We're testing 3 against 3. I got Essence of the Dream. I got the Silver Key. I'm not going to take another test this round, I don't think. Yeah, I'll use my Essence of the Dream since it keeps coming back. So we are testing 7 against 3. And I will seal 2 cards. Seal 3 good tokens so that I draw 2 cards. There's my weakness. Okay, that's fine. I got Obscure Studies. It kind of is fine. And 7 on 3. Skull is still -2. So we pass. All right, this goes back over here. Release these tokens. And now I'm going to spend an action and my clue. Actually, I was going to spend the clue I picked up to defeat a leg because they have 3 health. And from the act, you can spend a clue and an action to deal 3 damage to an ancient one at your location, which in single player defeats a leg. And they can't make attacks of opportunity. Alternately, though, I could attack with Vicious Blow. Nah, better, I think, to save that for spider enemies that might show up. Now, I am going to spend the clue and the action to do 3 damage to this leg and defeat it. It's in the victory display. Okay, that's my turn. Right. No enemies that do anything. The legs don't move yet. We upkeep. We found a practice makes perfect. Okay. I do have to discard 3 cards. What'll it be? Again, I have the Vicious Blows, so it'll be Occult Invocation. Practice makes perfect is less helpful now that my deck is so small. So I think actually I'm fine discarding that too. And for my last one, probably either Randolph or the Silver Key. Honestly, I think it's going to be Randolph. He'll come around again. But I want to get the Silver Key online when I have a moment, so that constantly shuffling this small deck now isn't just eating me away with horror. Yep. Okay. Mythos. So, and now, when the Mythos phase begins, we reveal a token from the bag. If it's negative, we spin Atlach-Nacha that many times. So, what's our number? A skull. So the modifier is -2. So, my goodness, Atlach-Nacha rotates twice. Boom. Now there's a leg with me, which is fine. And our encounter card is Endless Weaving. So, either the legs are all spider enemies, unsurprisingly. So my choice is either pick the leg engaged with me. They are massive, but they are considered engaged with me, right? And I take a damage and a horror. Actually, 2 damage and a horror because of hypochondria. Or I can pick a different leg and have it drop a doom on its location. I think I take the hit, because doom is not my friend. Yeah. So I will take... I just put it on Amanda. I do kind of need the cards in hand at present. Yeah. All right. 2 damage, 1 horror is what it is. All right. Then we Amanda draw. Cryptic writings that we can't immediately play, but that's fine. We discard Unrelenting. We put Whispers of the Deep under. We add Essence of the Dream to our hand. Okay. I have another leg in my location. I'd love to get... I want to get Scroll of Secrets online so I can start controlling the encounter deck. So I could play Scroll of Secrets. I could investigate with Enraptured to add some charges to my pendant. I could kill the leg with the clue. Or I could move and then kill a leg. The leg that I moved to. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play. So. No, what am I doing? Investigation phase. All right, first, actually, legs don't make an attack of opportunity. Let's play the Scroll of Secrets. Let's immediately use it and look at the bottom 3 of the encounter deck. A Crypt Chill, a Web Spinner, which I hate. They're aloof and poop doom. Will the Spider Mother. So Will of the Spider Mother is an interesting one. Because it forces a willpower test, but if there's a spider at your location, you can't commit cards. And then you can't attack or investigate until the end of the round. But you can still move, you can still play cards. You can still use this ability if you have a clue to deal damage to a leg, because it's not an attack or an investigate. And I could still use the Pendant of the Queen to pick up a clue to allow me to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is, while I have things I could play next turn, like Cryptic Writings for money and then the Silver Key, I am going to top deck Will of the Spider Mother. I'll put this Crypt Chill second, since I don't, like, I could let the Lab Assistant be discarded and then she'll come back. And we're going to discard the Web Spinner, because I don't, who wants to deal with that nonsense? Not me, thanks very much. Now, let's investigate. I'm going to play Obscure Studies to swap out for the Whispers of the Deep. So we're at 5 against 4. I will commit Whispers of the Deep. We're 4 on 4. Let's throw this Perception in to be 7 on 4. Right. And this Enraptured to be 9 on 4. We are 5 up. Pass by 5. So we add 3 charges and or secrets. I'm going to plunk 3 right onto the pendant. We draw 2 cards. Lab Assistant and Practice Makes Perfect. Okay. And we get the clue. I don't understand why this chat is not doing what it should be doing. Ah, my goodness. Hold on. Is there something? Ah, maybe that did it. Right. Anyway, I got the clue. Gone. Did I draw cards? Yes. Lab Assistant. Yep. Gone. And now, I just spend the clue, right? Why was I thinking about moving? Maybe I was thinking about using... it's fine. We spend the clue. We kill this leg. Boom. Dead. And so as to not lose tempo, I will use the pendant to pick up this other clue from this other revealed location. Okay. That seems good. Okay. The enemies don't do anything. None at my location. We will upkeep. We will upkeep. Cryptic Research. Good. I am 1 over hand size. Let's discard, again, this Practice Makes Perfect. And we Mythos. So, first, how do we spin? We don't spin. We have a 3. Okay. At a Doom, we are at 3 of 11. And our encounter card is the Will of the Spider Mother. Okay. Since there's no spider at my location because Atlach-Nacha didn't spin, I actually get to commit my +3 to this test. So I am testing 5 on 3. But I don't think I'm going to throw anything else at this because I don't care too much about failing the test. Well, I say that. No, it's fine. I don't have a spider here. It's perfectly fine. 5 on 3. Welcome to Arkham Horror, the card game. But joke's on you, game. I don't mind failing. No attack or investigate until the end of the round. I'll just put that here as a reminder. Okay. We shuffle and do our Amanda draw. And we do take a horror. Oh, I read hypochondria wrong. I gave myself an extra damage before. I should have given myself an extra horror. And actually, cryptic writings, silver key. I'm considering using this horror to defeat this lab assistant, since I have another one that I could play. Wonder if there's another cryptic writings in my deck that the cryptic research might draw. No, I'll take the horror since I'm about to get the silver key online. That's kind of my solution. It's fine. Right. We discard obscure studies. And what do we put up? Are we even taking any tests? Because my turn might be play cryptic writings, play cryptic research, draw some things, play cryptic writings, play silver key. Or I could just play cryptic writings, move, spend a clue to kill a leg. Again, it doesn't really matter what test I take. I think once again, oh, we have a crypt chill coming up, don't we? I guess that makes it not unreasonable to put Essence of the Dream up. Fine. All right, let's play Cryptic Research and draw 3 cards. Yes? Yes. Well, we draw our weakness right back. Occult Invocation, and there's Randolph Carter again. Okay. Okay. Let's play Cryptic Writings for 2 resources. Let's actually play the second lab assistant to draw 2 more cards and get our hand size up. Both practice makes perfects. I think I'm a little. I think my other cryptic writings must be one of the legs. I don't think I can use a dream enhancing serum because I drew these 2 copies at the same time, which is fine. One moment. And we're back. Apologies for the interruption. We have 1 action left. And I've I put myself in a little bit of a pickle. If I move ahead, then I'm going to get chunked by this leg because I don't have enough actions to get a clue and spend it. So I could have planned that a tiny bit better. I was really hoping to find in all my draw second cryptic writings so then I could play the silver key of Randolph Carter. Given that, maybe I just take a resource so that next turn I can play the silver key of Randolph Carter because I definitely want to get them online. I could draw another card and maybe it's the second cryptic writings. Yeah, you know what? Sure. With the lab assistants online, we have hand size out the wazoo. Draw another card. It's second occult invocation, but we can use dream enhancing serum to draw another card, which is perception. Yeah, I think unfortunately my second cryptic writings must be captured. That's fine. Okay. So, the enemies do nothing. We upkeep into a second enraptured. And we can use dream enhancing serum to draw an unrelenting. And we presently have 18 cards in hand and 3 cards in our deck. We really need to get the silver key online. I'm going to take another horror, aren't I? That's fine. We got lab assistants. This is kind of funny. Mythos. All right. How do you spin, Spider Goddess? You don't. You don't spin at all. Doom. We're at 4 of 11. Our encounter card is the Expected Crypt Chill. We're testing 6 against 2 with the Essence of the Dream. Oh, well, let's commit Whispers of the Deep. Get that out of the way. So we're 5 on... Not 6 on 2. We're 6 on 4. So 5 on 4. And honestly... Let's just commit the Practice Makes Perfects since they have Will icon. So we're 7 on 4. 3 up. Elder Thing is -3, so we pass exactly. Oh, and that Spider Mother should also have been discarded. Okay. So now we draw and do Amanda draw, which is Cryptic Research. We do take a horror, which we'll put on the lab assistant. And Essence of the Dream goes away. And what are we going to put underneath ourselves? I mean, this turn it is, I think, play Silver Key, move, Pendant to Clue, kill a leg. So once again, it doesn't matter tremendously what I put under. I'm not playing to take a test this turn. Which means, I guess, we'll do Unrelenting as sort of the basic. Sure. But the first thing we're going to do is use the Scroll of Secrets to again look at the bottom 3 cards. The encounter deck, what's coming up? 2 web spinners and a caught in a web. Caught in a web is not a huge issue. That's just eventually a Fist 3 test. Web spinners are annoying because they take, like, you got to move to an empty location and then engage it and kill it. So we're going to discard one of them. I'm going to put the second one second on the deck, and I'll put the Caught in the Web on top. But what I probably am going to do is use the scroll again next turn after the Caught in the Web to try to push that other web spinner further down to the deck. How many... Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Okay. Right. Let's play the Silver Key before we deck ourselves into Oblivion, which does not take up an accessory slot thanks to the Psychic Emanations contract. Let's move. Three Shroud, 2 clues. No Doom effect. If there's only 1 or fewer clues here, I can use this ability to move to the location directly across from me, so that's good. And I am going to Pendant to pick up one of these clues, and I'll use my last action to spend a clue to deal 3 damage to this leg and defeat it. Okay. And we should have gotten Essence of the Dream, but now we have it. Okay, fine. No enemies do anything. We upkeep into Practice Makes Perfect. We don't have to discard since our max hand size is 12. And we Mythos. How do you spin? Again, you do not spin, Spider Goddess. That's really funny. But what does happen is Doom on the Doom track. So we're at 5 of 11. And our encounter card is that Caught in a Web. So our agility is down by 1. And I can't take more than 1 move action each round. That's fine. So we Amanda draw. Second Practice Makes Perfect. I'm not going to use the Dream Enhancing Serum because I'm going to want to play Cryptic Research to draw these last 3. Guaranteed one of them to be the Cryptic Writings to get 2 resources. But we are going to discard this Unrelenting. And what's our turn going to be? I think it's going to be Investigate, Move, kill a leg. Do we move across the map? Or do we just keep circling around? I think we just keep... I'm fine with just continuing to circle around. Right. So, Enraptured. Time to recharge our secrets. Yes, enraptured. Okay. But speaking of secrets, let's use the Scroll of Secrets again. Draw the bottom 3 of the encounter deck. Grey Weaver, a swarm of spiders, and another caught in a web. So, there is something to be said for annihilating Grey Weaver. To get that victory point. Because we do have the second finale after this. So where victory doesn't matter in a regular Dream Eaters campaign, it does matter here. So... and I do have... oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have I've Got a Plan. It's been captured up as one of the legs. I do have my Occult Invocations. I would just need resources to play them. And I have my Vicious Blows. So, like, a Vicious Blow put under me and equipped with Overpower for one, Essence of the Dream with the other. Like, that kills Grey Weaver. And then I could kill this Caught in a Web. So, I think what I do... and then the Swarm of Spiders... like, that is, again, just one good Vicious Blow hit. Maybe I don't mind any of these. So, because I want to push the other Web Spinner down in the deck. Third Doom. 5 of 11. Yeah. So I will put the Swarm of Spiders third. I'll put the second Caught in a Web second. And I'll put this Grey Weaver up top. We're going to plan to kill it next round. Okay. But we are going to investigate now. So we are testing 4 against 3. Perception makes it 7 on 3. We're 4 up. That's fine. All right, we passed by 1 with Elder Thing is -3. So we get 3 charges and or secrets. And I am going to put 2 on the scroll and 1 on the pendant. And I draw 1 card from Perception. A Cryptic Writings, which I'll play to get 2 resources. Okay. And we get this clue. Right. And then I think we move and kill another leg. The alternative is to play Randolph Carter. Then I don't have a good other thing to do the rest of my turn. Yeah, we move. What do we got? 4 Shroud, 1 Clue. I have to test Agility 3. If I fail, I either lose an action for each point I fail by or place a doom here. Agility, huh? My agility is down because I'm caught in a web. So I'm testing 1 against 3. But this is the sort of thing that Essence of the Dream is for. And Enraptured adds a question mark, so we're actually 2 against 3. 3? Yeah, 2 against 3. Essence of the Dream makes it 6 on 3. Another spare. I guess I could throw a Momentum at it, or even the Unrelenting. 7 on 3. Seal the Cultist. Just so we don't Cultist into auto-fail. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Oh, no, it does matter. Because there is an Ancient one here. Yeah, that seems fine. 7 on 3. We'll seal the Cultist. I don't need the draw at the moment. Yeah, 7 on 3. -2. We pass. Unrelenting discards. Essence of the Dream goes away. All right. We don't lose any actions. We don't add any doom. What we will do is use the pendant to get this clue. And then we're going to spend an action and a clue to kill this leg. All right, good. That's it. Enemies, no enemies do anything. We upkeep. Ooh, Whispers from the Deep. Ooh, that's unfortunate because I don't have Obscure Studies. Actually, I think Obscure Studies is this next card. So we're going to get it just in time. It's fine. Everything's fine. Mythos. How do you spin, Spider? +1. You, again, don't spin. It only spins if there's a negative modifier. This is hilarious. It sat in place for like 3 or 4 rounds. Okay. Doom. We're at 6 of 11 total. Here comes the Grey Weaver. Okay. We Amanda draw, which is Obscure Studies. We discard Enraptured. We have to put Whispers of the Deep up. But that won't be there for long. We get the Essence of the Dream. Let's kill this thing. It is unfortunate that I'm not going to get like a Vicious Blow underneath me, but we are going to fight. So we will play Obscure Studies to swap it in for the Essence, for the Whispers. And I'm not going to commit Whispers to these tests. I'm going to save that to maybe get rid of a Caught in the Web as my last action. Okay, so we're testing 5 against 4 for attacking. Oh, you know, actually, nothing prevents me from committing both Vicious Blows to the same test and putting all my eggs in one basket. It's not max 1 per test. So with that, I'm 5, 7, 9 against 4. I do want to throw one more into it, which will be Momentum. Yeah, Momentum. 10 on 4. We are 6 up. Any effects I'm not thinking about? Nope, I don't think so. We're 6 up. -3. So it didn't fail during an attack on a spider enemy. So we pass by 3, which means we do 1 plus 3. No, 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5 damage. Grey Weaver, spider smashed. And our next test has its difficulty reduced by 3, which will be this Caught in a Web. So we are testing 2 against 0. I'll commit you know what? Before we do that, let's play Cryptic Research. Yeah, let's play Cryptic Research to draw 3 cards, just so that Whispers from the Deep will miss the reshuffle. Unrelenting Momentum Enraptured. I do take a Horror, which the Silver Key blocks. I could be using Dream Enhancing Serum, but yes, again, I'm not... I really did the draw to make Whispers from the Deep miss the reshuffle, because now we're going to get rid of Caught in a Web. We're testing 2 against 0. We'll commit Whispers from the Deep, so we're testing 1 against 0. -4 is still a pass. This goes away. So does this. I could play Randolph Carter. I could also move Pendant and... No, I don't have the other action to kill a leg. No, this is a good time to play Randolph Carter. And now we have +1 Fist and Foot. Okay. Seems good. Okay. No enemies do anything. We upkeep into Perception. We're at... Oh, wait. We got to spin first. How's our spider spin? It doesn't. It has no modifier. You don't reveal another token with that. So again, it doesn't move. Wild. All right, Doom. Excuse me, 7 of 11. We are working our way there. We are caught in the web again. We knew that was coming. We know another swarm of spiders is coming. We got vicious blows here. Let's do our Amanda draw. There's a vicious blow. That is an answer for incoming spider. We discard obscure studies. And what's our turn this time? Move. I think investigate again. And kill a leg. So, as before, let's enraptured it up. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, we move. 2 shroud, 2 clues. Oh, this is one of the ones where if we end our turn here, Doom dings us. Okay. So we don't want to hang out here. Which means, oh, I can't move again because of caught in the web. Unless I test this off, right? Like, I didn't think that this was a major issue. But I need to get rid of this. Then I could move again. So as to not add Doom. But then I am going to get binged by a leg unless I move backwards. Then I have to do the agility 3 test again. Oh, do I just eat the Doom? I hate eating the Doom. That's like two whole rounds lost. Good one, game. You've got some tricks up your sleeve yet. So... what I could do... Oh, wait. It cannot take more than 1 move action each round. It's not can't move more than once each round. So I could use the pendant to move, like, to a different revealed location. Like, I could move back to here. That lets you move across the map, and plan to do that next turn. Yes. That's the play. Because being caught in a web doesn't care about that. Okay, yes. That is the way to do this. So, before we do that, let's investigate while we're here. It is Shroud 2. With Enrapture, we're testing 4 against 2. Am I just throwing this perception to once again draw more cards, keep my hand filled? I see no reason not to. 7 on 2. We're 5 up. -3 on the Elder Thing. We pass by 2, so we draw 2 cards. Cryptic Writings and Vicious Blow. We'll spend the Cryptic Writing, play the Cryptic Writings to get 2 resources. I'm using all the wrong words. And we add 3 charges and or secrets. I am going to put 2 on the pendant and 1 on the scroll. Okay. And we get a clue. Right. And now I will spend an action and a clue to kill this leg. And then before my turn ends, I will use the pendant to teleport back over here to the Great Web location. So that this effect, when the investigation phase ends, someone is here, put a Doom here, does not fire. Not a move action, so the caught in a web is not an issue. Okay, good. Oh no. Randolph Carter lets you draw when you draw a tablet. There are no tablets here. It's fine. No enemies that do anything. We upkeep into an unrelenting. Seems fine. Again, I'm purposely foregoing the Dream Enhancing Serum draw. I think I have enough cards. Yeah, that's fine. Mythos. How do you spin, Spider? You finally spin. You spin twice. So they're down here in lower left and the bottom center and across the way, which is where I was thinking of going. Okay, Doom. We're at 8 of 11. Also of note, since I've killed 5 of the 8 legs, I could advance at the end of the round. I'm trying to get these few last victory points and for the challenge of it, you know? Also, I should make room. 3. Yes. For reason. Let's draw a swarm of spiders. Did I add Doom to this? I did. Okay, 8 of 11. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Oh, haha! Swarm of spiders. And the reason I'm laughing is I have cleverly timed it so that there's no cards in my deck, so no swarm cards can be placed. So swarm of spiders becomes not swarm of one spider. It's a 1/1/1. Couldn't have planned it better myself. All right, we Amanda draw. Silver key cancels the horror. Of course, we get our weakness. Why wouldn't we? It's fine. And Rapture discards, our weakness pops up. All right, what's my turn? Kill this spider. Move across the way. Use the pendant maybe to get this clue. And kill this leg, I think. That seems good. I am going to use the scroll one more time to draw the bottom 3. Now, we're at 9 of 11. So it's going to reshuffle again. So I'm really only stacking 1 card. But I do still think it meaningful to stack 1 card. Especially not Ancient Evils. Swarm of Spiders, Will of the Spider Mother. Again, Will of the Spider Mother does not matter as much. So we're going to top deck. We'll put the Swarm of Spiders second. It's not going to show up. Will of the Spider Mother on the top, and Ancient Evils we will discard. Okay. Now let's smush this spider, or at least try to. We are at 2 against 1. I've got overpower. 5 against 1. No reason not to, right? 5 on 1. We're 4 up. Pass by 4. We draw 2 cards. Cryptic Research and Perception. Okay. Spider is dead. This gets discarded. Okay. Now we move across the map. 4 Shroud, 1 Clue. Cosmic Web. Test Willpower 3. If you fail, either discard cards for each point you fail by or put a Doom here. All right. So we're testing with Whispers. We're testing 1 against 3. I think I will throw the Essence of the Dream at this test to be 5 on 3. And yeah, we might as well, we'll commit the 2 Practice Makes Perfects to be 7 on 3. A skull is still -2. The location with the most Doom in play is this first one. So we pass. Okay. And now I will use the pendant to get a clue. I'm going to pick it up from this location I'm not at. And then last action, we will spend an action and a clue to defeat this leg. Okay. Maybe we'll Enraptured Investigate to get this clue to recharge my stuffs next round. Okay. That's my turn. Enemies do nothing. We upkeep. Obscure Studies. Good. All right. Mythos. How do you spin, Spider? -1. You spin by 1. Okay. One of these has a likelihood of being the other jump across the map location. So theoretically, I could move like to this upper right, and if it is another one of these, then I could move across and spend a clue to kill this thing, or even attack with vicious blow. Well, anyway, let's add our doom. We are at 9 of 11. Oh, we are gonna get 2 cards. Why did I think from the encounter deck before it reshuffles? Why did I think that was not the case? Well, it's fine. What I know, because right now it's Will of the Spider Mother. Yes, yes. Next round is another swarm of swarm of spiders, which will have some swarm cards, and that's fine. We've got Vicious Blow. We've got Occult Invocation. Anyway, Will the Spider Mother. Again, I don't think I care. I care because I want to investigate an enraptured. But do I? Move. 1 on 3. I might, well, no. If this location is not hop across the map, then 1 pendant, he'll get a clue. No, I would like to be able to investigate the more I think about it. So let's not be greedy. Let's try to pass this test. Right now we're testing 1 against 3. Unrelenting, momentum. Let's use the Obscure Studies. This is what it's for, to swap for the Whispers from the Deep. But I'm also going to commit the Whispers from the Deep. So we're testing now 4, 3. So we're at 3 on 3. There are no spiders here, so I can do this commit. Right. So right now we are 4 against 3. We will commit an Unrelenting 5 on 3 and a Momentum 6 on 3. And with the Unrelenting, I will seal up the -4 and the Cultist. 6 on 3. -1 is a pass. All right. Discard all those. I am still mindful of the Caught in a Web. No more than 1 move action each round. Yes. Okay. Amanda, draw. Cryptic Writings. Obscure Studies, discards. Enraptured? Perception, maybe. Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, let's do the Enraptured because it has a question mark. Okay. Right. Great Web. Yeah, let's try moving up to this location in the top right. What do we got? Okay, it's not the Warp Across. 4 Shroud, 1 Clue, test Agility 3. Fail either lose actions or put a Doom here. All right, so I'm testing 3 against 3. I have Essence of the Dream in my hand, and I'm going to commit it to this so that we are 7 against 3. All right, -2 is a pass. Essence of the Dream goes back away. I am going to investigate. So we're testing with Enraptured. We're testing 4 on 4. Perception makes it 7 on 4. Maybe I do want to draw some more cards. Refill up my hand with Unrelenting. But no, I'm going to save that. We'll commit one of these Occult Invocations. So we are 8 on 4. 0 is a pass by 4. So we draw 2 cards from Perception. Enraptured in Practice makes perfect. Silver Key absorbs the horror. We add 3 charges and or secrets. So let's put 2 on the pendant and 1 on the scroll. We get this clue. Discard. Okay. Now we'll use the pendant to teleport to a revealed location. It's not a move action. So we'll teleport across the... No, we'll teleport here, left side, to the one that takes you across the map. And then we will spend an action and a clue to defeat this legs. 1 leg left. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to play Cryptic Research. Since I did use a few cards that time around, which is fine. Okay. Yep. All right. Enemies do anything. We upkeep into an Unrelenting. Fine. Again, I'm purposely not using the Dream Enhancing Serum draw. I'm trying to balance a small deck, but like not a 0 cards deck. I want to keep having the Silver Key available to absorb horror. All right. Mythos. How do you rotate? -2. So the last leg rotates past me, which is fine. Maybe we'll hunt it down. We are at 10 of 11 Doom. The whole thing is going to reshuffle after this. Seems a good time to bring out the final spider. But first, here's a swarm of spiders. Swarming 2. Which is this card and this card. I'm not sure that I can use the Ultimate Infestation when the last card is the last card of my deck. You must place the next card of your deck without looking at it. It's fine. Because we're gonna smush him with Vicious Blow anyway. All right. We do our Amanda draw, which is a Perception. Silver Key absorbs the horror from reshuffling. We discard Enraptured. Vicious Blow? Yeah. Vicious Blow. Because we're going to be Vicious Blowing it up anyway. Let's smush a spider. So we're testing 5 against 1. We have Essence of the Dream, of course. 5 against 1. And let's do Momentum to be 6 on 1. And I'm thinking about the other Occult Invocation just as a fist. Nah, you know what? Not the Momentum. We'll do an Unrelenting, 6 on 1, but we will seal the -4 and the Cultist. Yeah. 6 on 1 with Vicious Blow. -2 is a pass by 3. We do 3 damage, so the entire swarm of spiders is defeated. Good. Good. And I am going to, and I'm actually going to, I want to get rid of the caught in the web. So let's test that off. With Vicious Blow, we're testing 5 on 3. For this, I will commit a momentum to be 6 on 3. And no. Different idea. We're not going to do that yet. We are going to use the pendant to teleport one location over to where this leg is. Now, I have to do this willpower 3 test, because it's not after you reveal the location, it's after you enter. So we are testing willpower 3. Vicious Blow doesn't help. So we're testing 2 against 3. Do I just Essence of the Dream this? Probably 6 on 3. And 1 practice makes perfect. 7 on 3. We're 4 up. Elder Sign, we still pass by 4. So that's fine. Now, instead of spending a clue, I can attack. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yes, so we're going to attack. The leg has defense, has fight 4 because it's Shroud 4. So with Vicious Blow, I'm testing 5 against 4. For this, we'll throw an Overpower, 7 on 4. Momentum, 8 on 4. Unrelenting, 9 on 4. Do I play Practice Makes Perfect on this? Or what else will be pulled? One moment. Sorry about that. It's a night of interruptions. I was in the middle of fighting this leg. Fight 4, 3, 5 from Vicious Blow, 8 from Overpower, 9 from Momentum. I want to get one more just in case, because I want to deal 3 damage in 1 hit. Is it the Unrelenting? I'm not really sealing anything with it. I guess I don't have to use the Momentum, but the Momentum will help me to then get rid of this caught in a web, is what I'm thinking. I guess I could... You know what? We'll use the Unrelenting and we'll seal the +1 and 2 zeros. Draw 2 cards, which is Occult Invocation and Cryptic Research. And we attack 5, 8, 9, 10 against 4. -1, we pass by 5. So our next test will have its difficulty reduced by 3. We draw 2 cards, which includes Whispers from the Deep, but that's fine. And we do 3 damage, which defeats this last... Whoa. What? There we go. This last leg, which was my other Cryptic Research. We now know, but that's fine. Okay. So, all legs defeated. I have one more action. What did I do? I defeated spiders. I used the pendant to warp here. I attacked. I was going to get rid of the caught in a web, but I realize now that when we advance, Atlach-Nacha will spawn, and will spawn right here. But I guess it also doesn't matter tremendously because I can always pendant to Atlach-Nacha's location. Unless they move to this one spot that hasn't been revealed. But I could pendant over and then move in. No. Better to spend my last action and get rid of this caught in a web, just so it doesn't bog me down. Especially because with momentum, the test is difficulty 0. So you know what I'm going to do? Before I do the test, I'm going to do the same thing as I did last time. I'm going to play Cryptic Research to draw 3 cards. Which does do me a horror that Silver Key can't block, but Randolph Carter can absolutely take it. And then I'm going to test off the web, but I'll commit Whispers from the Deep so that it misses the reshuffle. Yeah. So we're testing what? 4 against 0. Our last action. Well, -4 is still a pass. We are no longer caught in a web. And we discard our weakness. All right. That's my turn. Okay. Now the final bit of fun begins. We upkeep. Momentum. Yeah, that seems good. Now, we advance at the end of the round. So, the Queen's Wrath. Flip Atlach-Nacha's center card over, place it at the location with the most doom on it. Boom. And right here where we started. Atlach-Nacha the Spider God. 4 fight, 4 evade, only 4 health. This is the last bit, massive. When it leaves a location, it poops doom onto it. Victory 1. 2 damage, 2 horror. Can I defeat it in a single round? That's always the best way to deal with Atlach-Nacha. Let's find out. Scheme's Demise. I can still use clues to damage it, so I have 2 clues. So if I get 2 actions on it, we're good. Although, Atlach-Nacha will deal attacks. So if I'm cluing, it will hit me. So that's less ideal unless I evade it. Which we'll see. Could do. But first, we add... No, before we advance, we do the spin. How many times is Atlach-Nacha moving? 2. Okay, so moves clockwise. Clockwise. So Atlach-Nacha shoots over to here, this one location on the far right. And she drops a doom here and a doom here. Okay. Fine. Now, the agenda advances. Of Stars and Webs, we shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. And then we have the last agenda with a doom threshold of 13. We're at 4 of 13, but Atlach-Nacha will speed that up. Now we draw an encounter card, and because the reshuffle, I don't know what it is. What do we get? We are once again caught in a web. But I don't know it's going to matter. All right, we Amanda draw, which is an overpower. We discard this Vicious Blow. And I think we are just going to put up this other Vicious Blow. I'm going to beat Atlach-Nacha into the ground. We get Essence of the Dream. I'm going to use the Pendant of the Queen to warp over to where Atlach-Nacha is. I do have to test the Willpower 3 test. So we're testing 2 against 3. We'll Essence. Will Essence. 6 on 3. And this practice makes perfect. 7 on 3. Here's my token. Oh, we fail. Auto fail. What will we have to do? I'd either discard 3 cards from my hand or put a doom here. I think I can afford to discard 3 cards in my hand. We'll discard the Cryptic Writings. And since I'm going to be doing this with Vicious Blow, we'll discard these 2 Occult Invocations. That's fine. Okay. We attack. Why is this up there? No. We attack. We're testing 5 against 4 with Vicious Blow. We will throw in Overpower. So we're 8 against 4. Any token effects I need to worry about? I mean, don't draw the auto fail, Mr. Man. 8 on 4. I guess I could Momentum. I don't think it matters. We got another Overpower. Oh, wait, no. I do want to pass by 2. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I only need to hit it twice. Whatever. It's fine. We'll throw in Momentum. 9 on 4. We're 5 up. -1, we pass by 4. So we draw 2 cards off of Overpower. We Silver Key absorbs the horror. And our next test is 3 less in difficulty, and we do 3 damage. Let's punch again. We are now testing 5 against 1. We just run it. -4 is an exact pass. We do 2 more damage, and Atlach-Nacha, the Spider God, is defeated. Heck yes, that's how we do it, even with double the legs. Although, of course, with a truly, at this point, busted Amanda deck, plus all the benefits from the contracts. It has been a blast using these, but oh boy, have we reached levels of power that are pretty wild, shall we say. But Atlach-Nacha's defeated. We advance. Falling down. The creature thrashes about violently as its webbing is ripped apart. The shimmer fades to the bridge's threads. In the distance, the cosmic array of lights winks out of existence, star by star. The spider's pain screech is deafening. You're not sure if it would be possible to kill a creature such as this, but you have done more harm to it in destroying its life's work than you could have ever done with bullets and blades. As the woven threads of spider silk unravel, this realm's many suspended platforms of rock crumble and collapse into the endless ether below. You struggle to find something to stand on or grab hold of. Without the support of the web bridge, the entire dimension collapses all around you. With a final desperate screech that echoes throughout this world between worlds, Atlach-Nacha plunges into the eternal darkness below. You are quick to follow Resolution 1. But we have a different resolution. We have what the campaign play-along folks have put together. Resolution 1. You clutch a silken thread, the only thing keeping you from plummeting through the endless depths of the void. Seemingly from nowhere, the black cat lands on your shoulder. Well, that's one less thing to worry about. There's a bright flash of light and you awaken. A wave of relief washes over you at first. Have you finally awoken from this endless dream? Then the still cold void embraces you, and you realize where you truly are. Instead of 4 walls and a ceiling, you are surrounded by a bright, starry cosmos. Galaxies and nebula in the distance seem to stare back at you with unfeeling cruelty. Virgil's cat sits up at your feet. You're not awake, the black cat says. Not yet. You know what that's describing? Galaxies and nebula with the cat? We've had a false awakening. I see what you did there, campaign play-along organizers, and I approve. In your campaign log, record the bridge was destroyed. Heck yes. Earn experience equal to the victory value of each card in the display, and 5 bonus experience. I did not know whether they were going to give us the 5 bonus experience that you normally get as an end of campaign reward, but they are. We're also still getting 2 experience less because of the vast experiences. So that's, how much is that? I gotta fix the size of that later. We'll deal with that. Or maybe I just did. I don't know. Who knows? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the victory display. 8 legs, Atlach-Nacha herself, and that 1 Grey Weaver. That makes 10 plus 5 minus 2 13 points. What the heck am I going to spend it on? I actually do have some ideas of what to spend those last points on. Or at least most of them. Might have 1 point left over. It's fine. Okay, the bridge was destroyed. Sucks to be you, steps of the bridge. And then we will, of course, move on next week to the final scenario of the campaign play-along. Well, first we do Interlude 3, The Great Ones, and resolve The Great Ones 1. Can we do that now? This is The Great Ones 1. Let's see. Do the dreamers grow weaker? I don't think they do. So I should check the campaign log while I'm thinking about it, because normally the dreamers grow weaker if you take Dr. Maheshwaran in Waking Nightmare, and then you conclude the scenario successfully. You get, hey, they've grown weaker because you took the doctor away from them. Now, we got defeated in that scenario. Let me double check that there's no, because I didn't write down the dreamers grow weaker. Let me check that. Like, it seems kind of odd that they would not grow weaker. Let's see. We did not get no resolution reached, and at least one person resigned. We got no resolution was reached because we were defeated. Right, we got this tally marks. We skipped to resolution 4. Dr. Maheshwaran is missing. Right, and we got the mental trauma. Randolph escaped the hospital on his own, which is what we got. And then resolution 5. Victory, infestation. No. Yeah, you only get the dreamers grow weaker if you take Dr. Maheshwaran, but then you win the scenario. Or if she's defeated. If she's removed from the game. Right. If she's removed from the game. But if you get out of the hospital successfully, and you took Dr. M, then the dreamers grow weaker. But that's wild that it doesn't happen if you are defeated. Fascinating. All right, well, so I guess this doesn't happen, and we don't add another token to the chaos bag. This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. Right, and none of this happens. Yeah, and then, yeah, so we resolve the Great Ones 1. And then next time, it will be the final, where the gods dwell. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for 13. Thank you everyone for watching. See you next week. This was a blast. This scenario is always a lot of fun. Yes, we have a stupidly powerful Amanda Sharpe deck. This is the solo Amanda experience when your deck has what, 50 experience in it? Oh my goodness. Now 63? What nonsense is this? But I'm having a blast, and it was fun to methodically pick my way through all 8 legs, even if Atlach-Nacha was doing a whole lot of not spinning. That was kind of busted how many times. This is not quite accurate because some of these elder signs were on spin tests for Atlach-Nacha. I think probably it's 12 and 14. Whatever. Had a good time. All right. Till next time, everybody. Take care.